When I started law school, my daughter Jane was 14 months, and I attribute my success in law school largely to Jane. I went to class about 8:30, and I came home at 4 o'clock. That was children's hour. It was a total break in my day, and children's hour continued until Jane went to sleep. Then I was happy to go back to the books, so I felt each part of my life gave me respite from the other. Jane came out to the living room where I was with my typewriter and my books, and her mouth was filled with mothballs. Well, we went off to the Cambridge City Hospital, had her stomach pumped, and thank goodness she hadn't actually ingested it. But when that child was screaming, I realized that the practice exams, which were coming up, were not all that important. Having Jane gave me a better sense of what life is. At different times in our life, one deferred to the other. When the women's movement came alive at the end of the 60s, and I co-founded the ACLU's Women's Rights Project, Marty realized how important that work was. Gender discrimination created artificial barriers that increasingly were out of sync with the way people were living their lives. Where did this discrimination begin? Let's talk about Stephen Wiesenfeld case. Stephen was married to a teacher who had a very healthy pregnancy. She went to the hospital for the birth of the child. The doctor came out and told Stephen, "You have a healthy baby boy, but your wife died of an embolism." He, at that moment, decided that he would not work full-time until the baby, Jason, was going to school full-time. And he had heard that the Social Security system has benefits for a sole surviving parent with a child under the age of 12 in his care. He applied for that benefit and was told, "Well, we're sorry, Mr. Wiesenfeld, these are mother's benefits." This is utterly irrational from the point of view of the baby. Why should the baby have the opportunity for the care of a sole surviving parent if that parent is female but not male? Rigid gender lines in the law, they hurt the woman as wage earner, the male as parent, and the baby. In those years, Marty took over the kitchen entirely, and I was phased out of it to the everlasting appreciation of my food-loving children. I'll tell you, I appreciated that.